Okay, so let's dive into something really fun. We're looking at this awesome fan script that imagines a collision between two total opposites. On one side, you have the ultimate symbol of order, Superman, and on the other, the absolute master of chaos, Deadpool. And trust me, this isn't just about who's stronger. It's about their entire worldviews clashing. Let's jump in.
And this, right here, is the big question, isn't it? I mean, what really happens when an unstoppable force meets, well, an unshut-upable object? It's not just about who throws a better punch. It's about what happens when these two clashing philosophies get stuck in the same place, like, say, a burning city block. And this fan script gets right to the heart of it.
So the script breaks this down into 3 simple acts. First up, Act 1, the confrontation. This is where things kick off, right? Superman shows up to find Deadpool in the middle of some classic self-made destruction, and bam, their worldviews just collide, head on.
And you get pure Deadpool from the very first line. I mean, look at this. He's not scared. He's not even taking it seriously. He greets the most powerful being on the planet with a pop culture joke. This tells you everything you need to know. For him, this whole situation is just one big performance.
And this little back and forth, it's perfect. It's their entire conflict in a nutshell. You've got Superman, all about duty, safety, and the real-world consequences, saying, this isn't a game. And then Deadpool just comes back with, hey, chaos is good for views, right? All he cares about is the show, the spectacle. So Superman hears this, and he's just lost. You can almost see the gears turning in his head. Views? What is he even talking about? There aren't any news crews here. He's trying to make sense of it logically, but he just can't, which of course is the perfect setup for Deadpool's whole deal.
And then, bam, he's talking about us. The fourth wall doesn't just get broken here, it gets completely demolished. See, Deadpool's not just in a fight with Superman. He's putting on a show for all of us watching. And that's his ultimate weapon, right? He can treat his entire reality like it's just a story, and poor Superman has absolutely no idea how to deal with that.
All right, so that brings us to Act 2, the clash. The talking is over. Superman has clearly had enough of the quips and the fourth wall breaks, and now it's time for some action. But, well, let's just say this isn't exactly a fair fight.
And yeah, it's completely one-sided. Deadpool whips out his katanas, thinking this is going to be some epic sword fight. But Superman, he just moves. He's a blur. The script says he's basically everywhere at once, dodging every single swing without even trying. And then, wham, Deadpool goes flying through a building. Physically, it is a total absolute mismatch.
But, you can't keep a good merc with a mouth down, even after getting tossed through a building. This is Deadpool we're talking about. He's always got one last, desperate, probably ridiculous trick up his sleeve. He's got a secret weapon he thinks might actually even the odds. And what is that secret weapon? It's just kryptonite-ish. A cheap knockoff he got from Wish. This is Deadpool in a nutshell, isn't it? His ultimate plan isn't some masterfully acquired artifact, it's a bootleg. The sheer absurdity of it all is his power. It throws everyone off their game. You can just imagine Superman's completely unimpressed face here. He just plucks the bullet out of the air, looks at it, and says, this isn't real kryptonite. Total deadpan. And just like that, the gimmick is over. It's fake. Deadpool's one ace in the hole is a total bust, and now he's got nothing left between him and a very unamused Man of Steel.
Okay, so that leads us right into Act 3, the resolution. The fight's over, all of Deadpool's tricks have failed, and you'd think it's all wrapped up. But this is where the story takes a really interesting, unexpected turn. We're going back to the philosophy, but the whole vibe has changed.
So right when the Superman is about to bring the hammer down, Deadpool does the last thing you'd ever expect. He gets real. For just a second, the mask comes off. He shows this flash of a genuine, if kind of twisted, moral code. He's not just causing chaos for fun, he actually thinks it's a necessary evil.
And this changes everything. Superman, with his super hearing, can literally tell he's being sincere. He hears the truth in it. So he switches gears. He sees that maybe, just maybe, under all that chaos and insanity, there's a hero trying to get out. So instead of taking him down, he offers to help him, to show him a right way to do things. And Deadpool, being Deadpool, he sees an opportunity and he grabs it with both hands. So, partners? The idea of teaming up with Superman is just too funny, too weird, too awesome to resist. And, just like that, you have the beginning of the most fragile, dysfunctional, and probably hilarious partnership in comic book history. Sort of.
But lest you think for one second that Deadpool's had some profound character change, he immediately follows it up with this gem. Yep. In the middle of this huge truce, his biggest worry is how he stacks up against Batman. It's perfect. He's still Deadpool, through and through.
And Superman's final thought just ties it all up with a perfect little bow. You can just feel the exhaustion in that thought, right? It's that feeling of knowing you've just signed up for an absolute nightmare. It's the perfect, hilarious button on this whole crazy encounter. So at the end of it all, we're left with this really cool question to think about. When chaos actually has a conscience, can order afford to team up with it? This whole story kind of suggests that maybe they need each other. That pure, rigid order could use a little chaos to shake things up. And that chaos with a purpose isn't just mindless destruction. It's a pretty fascinating idea, and it's what makes this what-if scenario so compelling.